doesn't matter anymore.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoffs. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So Colorado's going to get the first crack on offense today. Here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kurt. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream of. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
The game is good enough for a first down near the 38.
It's jealous. She don't want me to put money in my pocket. Why are you talking to me? Don't talk to me.
And we're going to throw now on first down. As he releases it, and the pass
it's okay.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Buffaloes will bring the one team on the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team in field position. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the
I doubt it.
These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
That is a first down. Good job with this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
The pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Incompletion sets up a second down. Handoff from the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. The Cornhuskers will have to kick this away. Looking to flip the field here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays
Takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The Buffaloes will line up to boot it away. And they'll kick it away now for the second time. Fair catch is made, but let's see what that flag was about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense gets a second chance of points here after that special teams roughing penalty. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Sanchez. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's caught. It's Sanchez. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And here's the handoff. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they can...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to bring that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Huskers will send the punt team on the field. Going to kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short game in play. Here's the second down play. Trying the old counter play here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't full well. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Defense is coming after him. And just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Huskers bring their punt team onto the field. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. He's going to try to return the punt. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Blocked with the turf and made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national champion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker is coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, Colorado we've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They bring the heat and get him behind the line. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it.
The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop it? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the sack. He escapes one man, but he'll... Playing taken down.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Finds an open target on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. They have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pin him in.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Being set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the play is good enough for a 1st down to move the ball to 44. set of downs after that completion.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to it. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, giving him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups.
Looking to throw it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
This offense is clicking. Everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. Quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running back.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge game. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Gonna run it. It's Sanchez. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Drive coming up. What a long way to go on third down. And the quarterback dropping back. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. It was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And that is no good. The lead stays at 3 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's third down after that run. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The Cornhuskers will have to kick it away. That's his fourth punt already today. Fielded at the 25. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The last drive was realizing they scored and then missed a field goal. We'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Now it's second down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
But Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Buffaloes will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Look for a first down at the 37. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
The Cornhuskers will send their punt team onto the field. Fielded near the 20. Returner tackled right there. That's where we'll start the drive. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue.
Going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up for first and goal. What a play. And the Buffaloes line up on first and 10.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball. Once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after the defense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Touchdown, Buffaloes. This quarterback on fire today. The call was sort of predictable, but that tight end was just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. The tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made over the middle. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connor with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you do as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Defense not pressing this time. The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They move into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Ball's incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And the Buffalo's getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pass is incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Back to throw again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going for that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Tackled across midfield with a 48. Good enough for a 1st down. The Buffaloes will try to keep this drive moving. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver
Maybe we can go to the court.
trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the ball. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. And the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled inside the 35, picks up a 1st down. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucs. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, it's the national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched for his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Go get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down after that previous play.
I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. You can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss. Just throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, with this quarterback, they need to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
With this offensive line, you got to take your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big, positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Chris, I cannot believe that he put the ball on the ground, working with the lead in the national title. You just know the head coach and the offensive coordinator told the offense before they ran onto the field, guys, hold on to the ball. The only way they get back to it is if we turn it over. It's exactly what they've done. And now the opponent has an opportunity to cut cut into this lead.
The completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. So Colorado has the lead. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using his legs, it's Sanchez.
Hello?
It's into space at the 50.
Yeah.
Big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hello?
And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout where they check him out. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Sanchez. And he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Juke. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays.
Okay, and then what I'm looking for.
As much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone,
And what I'm looking at this at? Washing machine, yeah. This right here. Okay. You know how hot it is outside?
fine. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this
So you
big of a
rushed through it
stage,
just
but
to
he
be done,
has,
huh?
and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Stop made at the 5. Offense will have first and goal now. The Buffaloes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Colorado. This one is getting ugly. And they get set now to try the PAT.
There's any words? No. So stop saying that you're done.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Microscope.
These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Quickly. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch.
Photocopy.
Pass complete. It's second down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
Biography. Biography.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5.
Automobile.
Looking to throw it again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They tackle him, but the game moves the
television.
36.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal.
Automatic.
To the 9.
And this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Thermos.
Drops back. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they've got it.
Microbe. Microphone.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line.
Telescope.
Well, Chris, they come up short the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can do.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown. Huskers.
Autograph.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball in the back for the touchdown.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Now, the defense wasn't quite able to keep him out
What
of
is
the
this?
end zone for a
Homograph?
touchdown. But how about the job of just having a short memory? Just put that out of your mind, rally to this football, and keep them short of the 2-point conversion.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has
photography.
Looks like the hands team did its job. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Ecology.
Handoff to the back, they'll keep the clock moving. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the
Homophone.
clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the handoff. Great cut there. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always
Ready?
impressed with defenses
Thermometer.
that build their defense to play in space.
Thermometer.
Still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will have
autobiography.
He's on to boot it away now. And the ball rolls dead.
Photography. Photograph.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. 2nd down after the incompletion. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here, lets it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as...
Hey, what's this right here? What's that? No. What's that last word? Letter. That look like a I or something. Go fix it. That don't look like no L. I'm telling you, the older you get, the upright, you're going to be getting L's.
He's got his man open downfield. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes.